there, Cody Bob here again, and I'm gonna stop you one more time from flipping your phone this way and flipping your phone that way, cause this one's important. You know, if you've been watching that television set over there, you know that there's been another shooting, another mass shooting at a school where our children are being killed, and it's happening too many times. You know, and he's starting to see all these people talking on the news. What can you do to fix that? What can you do to fix that? You know, and we're going to pray. We're going to have silent time. You know, there's a time for praying, and Cody Bob does it all the time. But there's a time for fixing also. And I'm going to tell you, Cody Bob may not be the smartest or the sharpest crayon in the crayon box, but he's got common sense. And I'm going to tell you, it ain't that hard to fix. Because I can tell you through my history that I'm growing up, and I'll break it down real simple to you. When I was growing up, there used to be plane hijacking all the time. Hijacking a plane here, hijacking a plane there. I tell you, and you can look it up on that Mr. Google, and it'll tell you from early 1960s to the mid 70s. There was almost 200 of them. Skyjackers. And they were doing it everywhere. There was almost 130 in 4 years alone. Well, the government didn't take long to figure that out. What'd they do? Security. They spent money on security. So you don't have to live in the 1960s or 1970s to know about it. All you got to know about it, you go to any airport right now, you can't get in there without them checking you. Let's see, you drive around that airport, what do you see? You see high fences with barbed wire fence, and you know that anybody tries to crawl over that fence, they're going to have 10 cars on you before you can even blink an eye. But now, we've had that many school shootings. And it's our children. And the government can't figure that out. Oh, we don't offend nobody. We don't want to scare nobody. Well, did it offend nobody when they were sitting there putting them fences around them airports? Heck no. Did it slow people down going in the airport, checking everybody? Well, yeah, it slowed everybody, but they got used to it because they knew what was important. They wanted to feel safe in them airports. Same thing in them schools, just as important. Well, then they're going to say, well, that costs a lot of money. There's a lot of schools all over the place. Well, let's ask them government people this question. How much money do we send to other countries to take care of their borders and military and doing all that? Let's say Ukraine, what that? They just approved $40 billion to send over there to help them keep their borders. We don't take care of our borders here, and we don't take care of our schools. It ain't hard to figure out. If you care about the children, you do something. You don't sit there and try to blame it on everybody. Well, you know, we need to ask the kids who knew what, who knew when, and what they have on social media and all that, and we're going to blame it on the guns. Well, got another one for you. The guns. I live here in Texas. Cody Bob's always had a gun. Here in Texas, they stopped that crap. Fort Worth, Texas, just a couple years ago, they had one of them crazy lunatic madmans come in there with one of them AK-47s or whatever kind of mass shooting he wanted to do sitting in a church. But there was another man keeping an eye on that boy. He had a concealed weapon, and it was legal. That crazy son of a gun stood up and started to do a mass shooting. The legal man that had a gun took him out, stopped it right there. And that ain't all. Just a couple years before that, over there in that Garland, Texas, they had some activity where they were doing a convention about. They were making all kinds of stuff in the news about the Muslims, and somebody got upset because somebody drew a cartoon and everybody got upset. Well, There was one of them crazy lunatics was going to go over there to that auditorium, and he was going to shoot up the whole place. Who stopped him? It was nobody inside. They stopped that crazy son of a gun before he got in there. But did the news make anything about that? Did they tell you about it? Nope. They sit there and they want to blame this body. They want to blame guns. They want to blame the NRA. They need to blame themselves. It ain't hard to figure out. If you're going to spend money home first. Put big walls around them schools. If somebody climbs over that wall they ain't supposed to be there, there better be somebody there with a camera on them, and somebody's going to sit there and put them down, not kill them, but take them and arrest them and question them. Why are you coming over that fence? Because they ain't supposed to be there. Anybody that goes in that school, just like an airport, check them out. It ain't hard. It ain't hard to figure out. They don't want to figure it out. And they want to spend that money somewhere else. And they don't care about them kids because if they wanted to care about them, they'd fix it. But that's what Cody Bob's got to say. What do you think?